Hey, it's Molly from MakeItAsADogTrainer.com. Welcome to the video. I would like to share with you today the number one website mistake that I see on dog trainers' websites. So I probably see more dog training websites than probably anyone because of all of the dog trainers that I've helped over the last 10 years with their business, and also just doing random searches just to see what dog training websites look like. So there's one thing that I see more consistently than anything else, and that is that dog trainers tend to feel like they can just kind of make up their content on their website on their own without any kind of help or professional help, especially because people, and you have to kind of think about it this way, that people who write website content do that as a very high paying profession. It's something that people make a lot of money doing because it's such an important thing. It's such an important service, just like any other professional thing that you might get help with. Anyone who thinks that they can do that with little or no training on that topic by just imitating other people's websites, you might just look at other dog trainers' websites and get some ideas about what seems to be the common thing to do. If you do that, it won't really work out that well, and that's kind of what I see, is that I see the same mistakes on dog trainers' websites over and over and over. So many people doing so many of the same things over and over because, somebody made it up somewhere along the way, and then everybody kind of just did the same thing, and it became just the way to do websites, the way to write dog training websites. And it's kind of, it's the same as any other profession. If you were trying to figure out how to publish a book, or you needed some legal advice or something like that, you'd go to someone who knows and has experience in that area, rather than just kind of making it up on your own, because it's risky. It's a risky thing to try on your own. You could waste a lot of time or get yourself in a lot of stress by just kind of winging that. So that is one of the biggest mistakes, is just overlooking creating website content, like writing your website, overlooking that as a skill and something that you need experience in, and in order to get it right, and that not just anyone can do that. And there are a few things about that skill that are very specific to the dog training industry. Like, you could get somebody who's really good at writing website content usually, but if they don't know your audience, they don't know dog owners, then that makes it even harder. So you might not even know if your website is good. And that's really kind of like the second mistake, is one is just kind of not getting any kind of help or training or skills in that area. And the other is you have your website and you have no way of knowing if it's even good. No idea at all. So you might even, get people who give you their opinions on your website, and you might be asking people who don't know anything about dog owners. They might be other dog trainers, which is sometimes even worse, because then you end up writing your website for other dog trainers instead of for dog owners. And that can be like the worst thing ever. So this month's Marketing Monthly workshop is going to help you with that. So if you don't know what the Marketing Monthly workshop is, it is one of the many, many perks of the Thrive Tribe. I'm going to have a link below this video to the information so you have it. But the February 2022 workshop, we do a new workshop every month, is all about a checklist for your website. So you will have this simple checklist of questions that you can ask yourself while thinking about your website, to know whether or not your website needs like a little bit of, repairs or rehab, or if you need to just scrap it and completely start over. But at least you'll know, so you can help avoid those top two mistakes. Number one, making it up on your own and not knowing at all what you're doing. And number two, not having any way of knowing if what you did is good or not. So you can just follow this checklist. Let me just read through some of the things that we're going to be talking about this month. One of the great things is we're going to be talking about some super funny things that we've seen on websites in the past, dog training websites, that had the opposite effect of what was expected. So we're going to give you some examples of, sentences and words that were kind of funny and had a weird psychological effect. So that'll be really interesting. We're going to talk about the one thing you might be missing on your website that will cause even really talented, like great communicators as dog trainers, to write bad website content. We'll talk about common phrases that most dog trainers use on their websites that tend to scare away potential clients. And then, of course, you're going to have this checklist of a few simple questions you can ask yourself so you can make sure you know if your website needs to be improved as far as the content or not. And some surprising reasons why you might be getting difficult clients, people who don't follow through, people who don't listen, all those really awful clients. They might actually be coming to you because of something you accidentally have on your website that's attracting them. So lots of great stuff coming up in this month's workshop. I will see you there. All the info is down below. If you are already a Thrive Tribe member, you will get all the email notifications about when it's happening live and where your recording is going to be in case you can't watch live. And we will see you there. Thanks for watching. See ya.